I'm afraid of men. That's a bit dramatic, isn't it? The less dramatic take would be, I'm afraid of men I don't know. Stranger danger! That's what I was taught. Remember, if someone approaches you while you're walking home from school, shout out, stranger danger! Except, I didn't think I'd have to shout, stranger danger! While volunteering at a missionary school. This is a memory I intended to share sooner, but it needed to be written in a safe space, physically and mentally. Have you heard the saying, there's gold at the end of the rainbow? At the start of my rainbow, I was filled with fear and paranoia. By the end of it, I created my personal version of gold, something money can't touch. Now is when I decide how deep I'd like to go with this memory. Volunteering is refreshing for the soul. It makes you feel good, and in turn, makes others feel good. Maybe I was too gullible or incredibly naive to believe that no harm would ever be done to me, but that could also be me victim blaming myself. My world used to be filled with only butterflies and hummingbirds. It still is. But since volunteering at that missionary school, I've added hawks and vultures to the mix. I've heard stories of women saying they tried to scream but couldn't. Their mouths weren't covered or taped, but it's as if their vocal cords involuntarily went silent. Sadly, I am proof that that experience does happen. Nothing was coming out of my mouth. I was in pure shock at what was happening to me, in a church of all places. The men in this video were at first all strangers, including Paul. I was an animal on guard. I told myself that if I'm ever in a situation where I need to scream, scream. Push your vocal cord, destroy them if you have to, so long as you scream loudly. At least twice a month, we all meet together for racetrack events. They're all race car drivers cordially competing for first place. None of them know my story. Why would they need to know what happened to me? It's irrelevant to who I am now, although, to give that memory gracious credit, it gifted me with friendships I never expected. Stranger danger at first, but after deciding to not ball men up into one category, they have become friends that, dare I say, love? I care about them deeply. They've shown me that there are good men out there. Not all men have cruel intentions. Paul, you got a shout out in the previous story, but lucky you get another shout out. Paul introduced me to these beautiful, kind men. He is the reason why my world continues to have butterflies and hummingbirds.
Back to that, dude.
So many